Hello everyone, this is Vistra with Paper Seasoning, and today I am going to practice on something called Boro stitching. Now, I don't know all of the technical terms. This is something that I am learning, and I had did this as a practice and I really enjoy it. I love how it looks and I like to keep it on my desk, but I could see that I could possibly make a larger quilt. But before I make a larger quilt, I want to make smaller items first. So let me get to making this. First, I will have to design, and it's more like collaging. If you're on my page, you'll know that I do a lot of collaging with papers. So now it's just dealing with fabric and collaging. There. I can go for that. Kind of want this on here somewhere, but it didn't make the cut this time. So now that I have my pieces placed, I will use safety pins to pin them down to hold them. Now that I have it pinned, I will take my embroidery floss and 2 strands, and then I will just start stitching. And you make somewhat of a large stitch and try to keep it as straight as you can. Now that I'm done with my stitching, I am just going to tie my thread off and trim off any pieces that hang over, because sometimes you have a bit of hangover from collaging. You just don't want that to be left there, and I just trim mine off, and then I'm going to press it flat as possible. Try to get any of the gathers out because I really want it to lay as flat as possible. Once I'm done with that, I have a piece of batting and I'm going to pin it down to the batting, and I want to trim off any excess. So I really want to get as close as possible to this piece of fabric, and I really don't want any little piece to hang outside of that. I just cut as close as I possibly can to get all of that batting off. And once I've taken all the little pins out, and I have this piece of muslin in the back that I cut about 1 inch hangover on each side, and I see that I had a little bit of batting left over that I had to trim off. So I am just now trying to turn down each side to touch it, almost touches the batting piece, and then I'll fold it over again to come over on top of my stitching piece, and I'll pin that side down. This was an old technique my grandmother showed me when she was teaching me how to quilt as a little girl, and this is how, instead of using bias tape or a trim, you just make sure that your back piece is larger than your front piece, and you take that excess and fold it over. I really like the look of it when it's done this way. And I will just go around the entire piece, ironing it down and folding it over and pinning it in place. After that, I would just go around and do a running stitch all the way around this piece. I'll give it a final pressing. And there, it's all done. I really enjoyed making this project, and if you would like to see more videos like this, leave a comment and let me know. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Till next time, bye bye.